Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much will depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. News update is an existential threat. Southeast governors to be held responsible. That's according to ASITU President, the national president of the Association of Igbo Town Unions, ASITU Chief Emeka Dewe, has described the escalation of insecurity in Southeast as alarming. Said it's an existential threat now. That's the way he puts it. And he blames wholly the governors from the region. So they are responsible for all the things happening, the insecurity. They are always quick to say insecurity. Southeast insecurity. What is this insecurity? What is this insecurity, we're asking? You are detaining Muslim Khan unjustly, and people are sitting at home. DSS and police and the army, they are invaded the communities. The Air Force, they are ransacking the communities, villages, killing people, extrajudicially, forceful disappearances. There are a lot of, human rights abuses in the Southeast. The DSS doing a lot of criminal activities, and they will say non-government. These are what we talk about insecurity. All right? So don't say this insecurity. What is insecurity? If you talk about insecurity, go to northern Nigeria, where Boko Haram terrorists, Fulani men, they swap. Plenty of them, they are pledged, terrorizing bandits. That is insecurity. In the Southeast, there is no insecurity. Governors know what they are doing there. People are agitating for freedom and referendum, and they determine as the canon. People say they are sitting at home, and government are forcing people to come out at all costs, bringing troops, army everywhere, militarizing the whole region. And you say insecurity. Now look at what they were saying. Let me quote a part of his statement. Quote, I was thinking initially that it is one application, but looks that something is header-headed. The solution will also be header-headed. If the governors are part of the problem, and you don't solve that problem as emanating from the governors, there is nothing you can do, because they have the power, they have resources, and they have everything. So it is not a one-off thing. This is what insecurity is like. Wars on non-gunmen, if by any way of imagination or just juxtaposition, the so-called unknown gunmen have something to do with the police or with government, do you think the insecurity will stop? So this thing is not as it is being said. It is complicated. You don't shave somebody's head in his absence. You will see that all of them are related to the people. But all the time they are in Abuja, and the leadership of the people you say you are representing, you don't involve them. Look at all the committees they set up. Nobody from the grassroots, where the people you are supposed to be representing resides. Is it not the person who wears the shoe that knows where it pinches? I've stopped quoting. Now the man is lamenting about these people, these governors, who stays in Abuja. Okay? They reside in Abuja. They stay there. They feel, oh, we are secured. Nothing will happen here. And they will stay there. And they'll send troops from Abuja to go to Southeast to dislodge innocent citizens in the Southeast. Yes, say they are fighting criminals. Who are the criminals? They stay in Abuja. That's what this man is saying. Look at the man's statement. He even said, look, this issue of insecurity, as they are calling it, insecurity in the Southeast. He said, what if these unknown gunmen, according to the man, say, what if these police people or government say their hand there for this unknown gunmen? Say, do you think this unknown government thing will stop? Now, what the man ask? Say, this unknown government thing, what if government hand there? What if police hand there? Say, do you think this thing will stop? That is what we have been saying about this insecurity. They are saying the Southeast. Let us be using their word now, since they are saying it's insecurity. So, they are the ones bringing this insecurity. The man is saying it. They were. He said, what if? Do you think it will stop? Because they are benefiting. The governors are benefiting. The army chiefs are benefiting. Even their foot soldiers are benefiting. The police chief, the commissioners of police in these states, 5 southeastern states, they are benefiting. The DPOs are benefiting. The area commanders are benefiting. The ordinary police officers, they are benefiting. Yeah. So you think they will stop this thing? That's why they always say IPOB BSN every day, to make sure that the people at the authority, in Abuja are bringing more money. More money. This one, they say they have bombed IPOB and ESN. The NAF said, do you know the amount of money they will be collecting now for this one? This one now, they say they have done. They have destabilized the camps of IPOB ESN. They will go and collect more money. So that's what they were saying. Governors reside in Abuja. A typical case is that of Imo State. Typical case. He stays in Abuja for 2 months and comes to Imo State for 1 week. Sometimes the plane that drops him, the engine will be on. He will just go into the office and do 1 or 2. Meet one of his, listen, and move away. Go to Abuja again. That is it. So, and they said they are fighting insecurity. They go to Abuja, they collect money. They stay there in one hotel with their concubines. And they travel it away. And they come back here. Stay 2 days, go back again. So he said they are the problem. These governors. When we say people don't understand, they are to be blamed for all these things. You see? So everybody's saying the same thing. But we're not talking about the real substance. That is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what people are supposed to be saying. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released today, I bet you all these things will stop. Yes, it will stop. Why we say it will stop is because nobody will say, we are fighting this at home. If we see you in the southeast, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released as an army man or policeman, we ask you, what are you doing? Whether you are here to enforce, what are you doing here to, whether to drive people out of their homes. Because people are now going out. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released today. Yes. So if he's released, the sit at home will stop. And those who are coming to force people out, they will not come again now. Those soldiers are coming. They deploy them to force people out. So once they come to force people out, they'll be doing other things. Yes, if you bring soldiers here to force people out, to go to market, to go to business on Mondays, they'll not be doing that alone. They'll be doing other things like invasion of communities. Because they've been having conflicts, frictions with the people. They've been invading communities at the slightest provocation, or even when they're not provoked. They invade communities, unprovoked, unwarranted, attack villages. Alright? So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released today, this thing they call insecurity will stop. Security is there. Because you will not lay hands on any other thing and you are bringing troops here. If you tell the number of army in the southeast, you say it's not true. Over 20-something thousand. Over 20-something thousand. Yeah, what are they doing? Everywhere. Not in the barracks, on the street. Okay? So what are they doing? Everywhere you see army. Everywhere. And their side is so common. These army people in the southeast. So it's because of people are doing it at home. And when they come to stop it at home, they go into other things. So that is what we are saying. Let the right thing be done. If you are talking something based on this thing, you have to be straightforward and say the truth. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is panacea. It's panacea.